issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. The Adenta Circuit Court has remanded laundering attendants into police custody for allegedly publishing false news intended to cause fear and panic. The accused, Ahmed Hassan Abdul Razak, 30 years of age, is said to have posted a video on his TikTok account at Breaking News Ghana, claiming that two military officers were plotting to assassinate President John Dramani Mahama. The court did not take Razak's plea and ordered that he remain in custody until his next appearance on February 9th. His prosecution is being led by Chief Inspector Maxwell Lanyo. According to the facts presented, the complainant in the case is the Ghana Police Service. On January 20th, Razak allegedly published a video naming Sergeant Amo and Sergeant Joseph as the officers involved in the purported plot. He was arrested the following day at the Ajingano in the Greater Accra region. In his caution statement, Razak admitted to making the video but said he had never met the officers and he did not know them personally. He claimed he had chanced upon a post on social media alleging the assassination plot which prompted his publication. However, he failed to direct investigators to source of the alleged post and also verify the post before making a claim about it on his social media handle. You know, when I came across this, in a way it was funny, in a way I was happy, because I feel like these people will be used as an scapegoat. Tell me why you will see a post on social media not verifying it from credible sources, and then you went straight on your account because you want to gain the numbers, you want to gain the views, and then you talk about it. That is not the first time. This is something that has been going on. And I feel like these people are not being used as an scapegoat. And so they feel like, well, it's normal. Immediately I see a post concerning someone, you can just go and talk about it, make claims that do not exist. If you feel like they are plotting a coup or they are plotting to assassinate a president, what do? Yeah, as a good, you see, these are the people that did not go through the right procedures. These people are not journalists. They've not been to the media school. They've not been taught of how to verify issues before talking about it. These are some lazy bloggers somewhere, because they want the views, they want the numbers, and they are tarnishing the image of credible journalists. I'm telling you the fact. They are tarnishing the images of credible journalists who are working tirelessly to bring out accurate information that have vivid facts and evidence. They don't do it. They won't do it. They go about speaking information that do not exist. And now you've been picked up. Definitely you'll be questioned. And you see, the most saddest aspect is that he doesn't even have evidence to back his claim. He doesn't have it. I think we are still in those areas where you can just stand up and then say whatever you feel like because you have the data, because the phone belongs to you. No, this is misinformation. Even if people are plotting against the president, you should have it in mind that you need to get evidence. You are mentioning people. You've mentioned 2 police officers' names that are involved. You should get evidence that shows that indeed they were plotting something. You don't just wake up and because you say something and because you're feeling feverish or whatever it is, you got to post it. You got to post it. And see, this is very, very common. It's very, very common. And I think now our systems are working. We just hope that he will be used as an scapegoat. There are certain issues you need to know how to go about it. This pepper body that is making people feel like, oh, I want more views, I want more comments, I want this. That is pushing them into doing all these things. That is it, because sometimes you hear people talk and then you ask yourself, are these people educated? A colleague of mine will be like, how did you even pass? How did you even pass your exam to have that certificate that shows that this is what you had in school? Because we have a lot of educated illiterates out there who call themselves intellect, but they are not. They are not. This is a very sensitive issue. Very, very sensitive. Because I remember during the previous administration, there was a coup plot against the former president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And lo and behold, they were arrested. At the end of it, at the end of the verdict and everything, some of them were sentenced to life imprisonment, some were being pardoned. So it should tell you that this is not something that you should joke with. This is not something that you should joke with. You cannot just wake up. As I said, you cannot just wake up and then see something online, and because you feel like, well, this issue is very attractive, so when you speak about it, you are going to gain more likes without having evidence about it. These are people who school themselves. Oh. They've not been to media schools before. They've not even been to the university to study, because trust me, if you've been to school to study all these things, you won't be doing that. Because you know the risk that is associated with you passing across an information that is not true, that is not accurate. One, you should know that you are tarnishing your own reputation. And two, you will be held responsible, because if you don't get the evidence to back what you're saying, it means you are telling lies. And this is where you found yourself. I hope next time you learn your lesson. And I pray that it's not going to end here. All these people, all those people out there that claim to be false bloggers, that poke nose into issues that do not exist. You know, sometimes it is mind-blowing when you see people fabricating stories. They fabricate the story to make it look so real. So real that when you listen to it, you be like, is this true? Like, you find it so difficult to accept the fact that the person is lying. Because the way they are going to talk about the issues, I mean, it's like a deadly tank that is being portrayed out there like a tank full of honey and milk. And I'm happy that they've started. They will go. So long as you refuse to do the right thing, the law will take you on. The law take you on. And that is what we want to see. Yes, we want those people arrested. So that raw journalists who go through the mad, work on tons and all that to get the news out there with all the facts, will not be claimed as, those people, like just a common journalist or a common blogger that doesn't know his left from his right. Even if you are being paid to do that, you should know that whoever is paying you to take such an action, if you get into trouble today, he doesn't care. He has the money to defend himself and make things look as if you are right. He will defend himself, and then you will find yourself wanted. So you should think, please. Those blockers that are there for their tummy, you need to be very, very careful. Because you should know that the laws are there and the laws are working. And trust me, you might post something out and you feel like no one is watching. You have no idea. You have no idea where those informations are getting to. You have no idea the number of people that are getting the opportunity to watch that video. You don't know. You don't know. So please, let's be very, very careful out there. For me, I must be sincere to you. I'm happy. Very, very happy. Very, very happy. Seriously. Because you cannot sit down and then use a second to rubbish somebody's work. No. And it's a caution to all those so-called journalists and bloggers out there that are not doing the right thing. to back up and sit up, improve. Because if you don't, when you get there, you have no option, but you need to respond. Thank you for making time with me on Love is Good.